Road, just north of Stage Road. That's Wolfchase Honda.
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore is...
Tiger Bookstore is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
We all know Memphis is considered to be the barbecue capital of the world, but the best isn't in Memphis. It's in Bartlett at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue at 7174 Stage Road. It's simply great tasting food in a clean, family-friendly environment for a fair price. I've been going to Ty's for quite a while and have noticed a couple of important things. There always seems to be a smile on everyone's face. That's staff and customers. Everybody is happy. The other thing is the smell. Just wow. I mean, wow. Your nose is filled with the smell of good barbecue as soon as you walk in the door. Of course, that's probably one of the reasons everybody's happy. If you need great Q for your tailgate, Ty's is the place to go. They've got a 12-pack pulled pork or chicken. That's with 2 slabs of ribs, wet or dry, for just $75.99. That's an $82 value, and you cannot beat the barbecue there. There's so much more, too. Go by and see them at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue, 7174 Stage Road, or give them a call, 384-8111. That's 384-8411. Or you can even have Ty's delivered by using the DoorDash or Bite Squad apps. Like my friends once told me, eat there once and you'll thank me later.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at BartlettHomeFurnishingsMemphis.com. Go Tigers!
And welcome into the first episode of the Blue and Gray Show 2020 edition. John Stacy and Drew Barrett are here to bring you their 6th season of all things Tiger football. Here's your host, John Stacy.
Ow. Was that not an intro? It sounded like we recorded that take after take after take after take. That was nice, wasn't it? It was. For those, by the way, I must give props to Bobby Garofalo. Yeah. Bobby Garofalo, former Tiger offensive lineman, musician, wrote that song for us.
That's not bad.
That's just us. You will hear that nowhere else. And Drew did a great job with that open that we weren't ready for. We had to change our open this year. Want to welcome to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda. Wow, a lot of things have changed over the last year, but some things have stayed the same. First, let me introduce my guest. We finished the last show last year in January. Well, it was this year, wasn't it? With the man, the myth, the legend, Joey Magnifico. Joey's here with us tonight. Joey, how are you?
Good. How y'all doing?
All right, get that mic close to your mouth there,
close
bud.
to your mouth, homeboy.
Yeah, can you hear him? Yeah,
close to
how's
your
that?
lips, dog.
I can hold it right here.
All right, also in studio with us. This is a dream show for those who are tight end aficionados. The one, the only, Mr. Alan Cross is here.
How y'all doing?
See, man, I tell you what, this is and I've said this many times. You two are arguably the best 2 tight ends in school history.
We appreciate it,
and that's a big say, in my opinion. But the numbers back it up, so it ain't that damn big.
Yeah.
Joey has. Let's see. Touchdowns. Who's got more? Who? Can y'all look?
You already know who.
We already know. Allen's got more
We
touchdowns.
don't got to talk about it.
Who's got more yards?
We already know that.
Who's got more yards?
I already know who does. I don't gotta look at the piece of paper.
Who's got more yards?
He
Alan?
does.
Okay, all right. Who's got more? Who's got a better yards per reception?
I don't even know. I
Yours
just know I'm
yours
last.
really sucks in that, doesn't it?
Hey, I wasn't taught how to make people miss. Okay.
And then, well, the TD. Who's got more receptions?
That's Daddy.
That's you. He still leads the. Yeah, but I tell you what, that injury cost you those records.
It's all right.
I can't hear him.
I can't hear him either.
Can you hear him?
Nope.
Oh man, this is
Bad.
not going well.
It's all right.
Okay, all right, we're gonna wing it here.
Just wing it.
Boy, there's a lot going on. We play in football Saturday. We know that right now, and the idea is to get ready for that game. Now, what we're going to do tonight, there's a multitude. I've got a multitude of guests coming on. One that is going to talk bad about Alan Cross. Another one, we're going to have Adam Walker, Dr. Adam Walker from the university, on to tell us how to manage game day. So we're going to try and manage game day because, folks, it's going to be a different than just walking up to the stadium and going in.
Yeah,
it ain't
is.
quite that
it
simple.
Definitely is. Now with high school, it's definitely you got to bring your mask just in case. The whole 9. They got to check your temp. And they haven't really done it with coaches much, which I've been surprised, but definitely with the fans and attendance for sure.
Right. So we'll get a different. It's
They also might have them sit differently. Well, when we was at Christian Brothers last week, they had the family members sit in the end zone.
Okay.
So
yeah.
might do something.
So we'll see how this all shakes out, and Adam's going to take us through that. Adam Walker. Well, let me make sure I get that. Dr. Adam Walker.
Yeah, Doc, can't forget Doc.
He did we put him in the other room?
Yeah, I'm the DJ booth.
Oh, listen to there. Now I got to remember you're over there. Otherwise, I might. Yeah. Does he get his own camera too?
I'd have to find another computer, but maybe.
Maybe. Okay, so the prettiest guy in the room is the one without the camera. Think about
Maybe
that
me
for a
and him
minute.
need to switch up.
Oh, you good.
So Dr. Walker is going to get us through all that. Jeremy Stinson from Tiger Bookstore is going to be with us because they're going to be doing things dramatically different next Saturday. Because I know a lot of people go to the game and they get their Tiger gear. They want to get their Tiger gear at the game. Well, you ain't going to be able to get it in the game. Mm-hmm. That much I can tell you so far. So Jeremy will explain all that. And then, the guy that's going to talk bad about Allen. And then we're going to wrap the show up with new Tigers football head coach, Ryan Silverfield. He's an energetic guy, isn't he?
He is. He brings good energy for sure. When you say there, JoJo?
Oh, yeah. Big energy.
Boy, every time they showed I watched the Cotton Bowl. Every time they showed that video of him walking in when they announced it, you were front and center.
Oh, yeah.
Were you just trying to get on camera, or what was that with that?
No, that was just where our team seats were.
Nah, he was.
He's a camera hog, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Right.
That's
Gotta
why.
be.
That's why we've ostracized him to the booth without a camera. But boy, there's. And I want to talk about the way you two have played the game. Now, I will say this. There is one negative about tight ends on this show. We have had to drop one calling guest in 5 years, and it was a tight end. Do you remember who that was, Drew? Come on.
Was it Powers?
No.
We had him on, though.
It was Brett Russell. You ever met Brett?
No, sir.
No, Brett was at the USF game. I'm surprised y'all didn't. But you know Brett?
I do not.
Okay, well, see, Brett lives down in Florida now. I got to make sure y'all all meet
I met him. He came to the Tiger Walk the night before, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Brett's a good guy, but he said some words that we had to drop him for. So that's typical of tight end reaction.
Makes sense.
All right, let's talk about these numbers a little bit with y'all because I do want to bring them up. All right. Both of your names are at the top of both lists. 14 touchdowns, Alan. You were the first tight end to have more than 7. Mm-hmm. Did you know that at the time?
No, sir. Did not at the time.
Joey, you knew you were chasing Allen, didn't you?
Oh, yes, sir.
Wait a minute, I reminded you of that a lot, didn't I? Oops, sorry. And then Allen, the 90 receptions.
Yeah,
that's pretty stout.
It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with all this.
I'm proud of that one.
Yeah.
What I'm not proud of is the yak, the yards after catch.
Oh yeah, the yards per reception you were flat sucky at.
No bueno, mijo.
And then, but Billy Kendall, who played the 90s, doesn't get a lot of love.
No, he doesn't.
But Billy was a really good tight end back in the day. And if you ever get a chance to watch film on Billy Kendall, do it. And Billy's a friend of the show, too.
Yes, sir.
So I should have had him call in tonight. Not somebody's going to tell stories on you.
Yeah.
But Billy is a lot of guy. Billy's a good guy, too, and he was a really good tight end. Now, the guy with the yards per reception lead is still on the roster.
Yeah.
One Sean Dykes.
You can't really count his, though.
Well, he's got 33, which qualifies him.
But you got Daniel Montiel. Okay, this guy had a broke back, and he's midway through the list.
Yeah. Daniel's another one that's not loved enough.
That list right there is the numbers are skewed just a little bit. Except mine. Mine it is what it is. Joey's it is what it is.
So why are they skewed?
Because Sean's still got to play.
Right. All right. I agree with that.
His can go down.
Right.
Daniel's whatever.
You know the funny thing about that Furman Furman is from the 70s.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That number's been around a long time.
But look, it's 20. He's only caught 20 balls though.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true too. But that's when they actually threw to the tight end once a millennium.
Then you gotta look at mine. I've caught 90.
Right.
So
yeah, well,
mine might be a little bit lower.
Yeah,
than most.
But we'll
compared to 33.
And you two are both the only two with 1,000. Did that? Yes. Jerry, how important was for you to get to 1,000 yards last year?
It was an accomplishment for sure.
Yeah. Did you know it when you did it?
I didn't.
I did.
I remember when I broke the record. I remember they announced it on the intercom, and Norvell was yelling at me at the time. So
I hate to ask what for.
Was. I wouldn't. I didn't go on kickoff return because my knee was hurt. And then the next day, he realized what he was doing at the time, and he apologized.
Yeah. Well, he got a lot of things he needs to apologize for, but that's another subject. And don't get me going on that one. You know how I feel about that guy, so we won't go there. Hey, let's talk about Brady White.
Oh, tree.
I'm telling you right now, Brady has come in and really done things that are untouchable, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's getting his doctorate degree.
Yeah, we've never had a doctor understand. Well, he's got it, doesn't he? Did he get it yet?
I don't know.
I think he's working on it.
Yeah, he's working on it. He's still got to do the old, whatever it's called, when you go in front of folks and talk about it.
Yeah.
That part.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
You can tell. Higher education at work.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
All right. Let's look at what Brady has got to do this year. Brady right now has 7,310 yards. Mm-hmm. For 2 seasons, that's pretty impressive if you ask me.
It is.
All right. Now, he needs 645 to catch Riley Ferguson. Who wants to take a bet that he'll get that?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Joey?
Right, yeah, I'm going to take it too.
All right. He needs 1,500 to reach Paxton.
I'll take that.
Yep.
All right. And then he needs 2,905 to catch Danny Wimprine.
I ain't touching Danny.
But he's got to average he averaged 286 in 2019.
Who's the head coach?
No, I don't think he has coach anything to do with it.
He's a lineman coach. Come on now. He going to run the football.
But I'm going to tell you right now, but Brady had his best game passing in the Cotton Bowl.
I know.
He had the second highest total in school history.
I'm just messing with him. I think he can, but it's going to be tough to touch Danny, though.
And Dan, you know who's rooting for him? Danny.
Yeah.
Yep.
I talked to Danny about it. Danny's all for it. Catch me.
Oh, yeah.
I interviewed Danny for the Helmsman back in the day, and I asked Danny what's the one thing he says he's tired of people talking about the Tennessee win, and he wanted to give Tiger fans something to talk about. Mm-hmm. He did that. Wouldn't you say? Agree?
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
And boom, he wants something that to be broken. That pass that Brady made in the first half of the Cotton Bowl to Kadarian down the left sideline, where he dropped it between two defenders, that was the prettiest balls I've ever seen thrown on a football field.
Yeah. It was hard for me to watch because I was trying to watch the box, tell Silverfield what's going on, but I didn't get a chance to see any of the good plays.
Did you see it, Joe?
I did.
What'd you say what words came out of your mouth when that ball went in his hands?
I'm not trying to get kicked off air right now. So.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Trust me. But I got to admit, when I was rewatching that today, I got chills when they started the broadcast. I'll be honest with you guys, and I'm an old fart. I get that. I walked into the Cotton Bowl and looked out on that field, and I teared up and cried like a baby.
I bet.
That's a long way.
I bet. Yeah, no doubt.
Long way.
No doubt, man.
And
from 2000, I know when I first got here in 2011.
We're going to talk about this. I tell you what. Let's go touch one more thing, and then we're going to talk about the history of things. Because then we'll go to break. The touchdown mark. He needs 23 of them in 11 games to get to Wimp-Ryan's 81.
I think he can do that.
He averaged 2.4 a game last year.
Yeah, he can do that for sure, easily.
The question's going to be which receiver steps up. Because DeMonte can't do it all.
No.
Calvin, Austin.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to have a breakout year, too.
Yeah.
I forgot about Cal.
Cal became a football player last year.
Fast. Speed, you can't teach that.
No.
Real fast.
All right. Who can cover him? Was anybody at practice cover him?
Man, I don't even know.
Straight away speed, nobody covering him.
Ain't nobody covering him.
What's he running, 4.1, 4.2?
Nah, he ain't that fast.
I thought he was that fast.
Nah, that's like Tyreek Hill type fast.
Now, what's he run 100 in? See, now his speed in the 100 is what sets him apart, in my opinion.
I say he can run, 4.4?
Yeah.
Maybe high 4.3?
Maybe high 4.3s.
Folks, I don't mean that. That's quick.
Oh, yeah, that's fast. That's real fast.
So basically what we're saying is Brady will pass Paxton Lynch.
Yeah, I think he'll pass old Paxton.
With the first completion, with the first touchdown of the year, first touchdown pass of the year, he passes Paxton. And he needs 11 to get to Riley Ferguson. I think we can go without a doubt and say that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we'll go on from there. But we'll see. I'm waiting to see who steps up. I really think Sean Dykes is going to have a hell of a year.
I think he will.
Oh, yeah.
Joey's played with him the most, but from a coaching standpoint, just watching him, he's eager to learn. He's just that type of kid. You just got to learn what to poke at and, how he'll absorb it. But other than that, he's a freak athlete, squatting over 500 pounds. Joey could tell you more about him. Okay.
We got to take our first break, don't we? All right. We're going to take our first break of the night, and then we'll come back with another segment with Joey and Alan. Look, folks, I love this group we got in here tonight. It's the first time that you got two of the greatest tight ends in the same room with microphones in front of them. We don't get that very often. That's the first time y'all done media together, hadn't it? Mm-hmm. And see, that's because you both know me. And don't tell people you know me. It'll hurt your reputation. All right, we'll get back right here on the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda on Sports 56 and 87.7.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on AM 560, 96.1 FM, or 87.7 FM.
My wife and I have driven Wolfchase Hondas nearly a decade now. There's a reason for that. Not only do we get good quality Hondas, we know the service will be even better. Wolfchase Honda isn't just the best Honda dealership in the Mid-South. They're one of the leading dealerships in the nation, and you wonder why we keep going back. Wolfchase Honda is a family-owned dealership and has been for over 25 years. They make sure they treat their customers just like family, too. How many times I hear them call customers by their name? They make a point to make sure you get the best car buying experience price, as well as the best service. I could talk about service all day long. The new service bay at Wolfchase Honda is something right out of a sci-fi movie. When you pull your car into the bay, it's scanned, it takes your tire pressures, and gets the info to your service tech. This is all done to make sure you get the best service at a reasonable price. I love my Honda HR-V, but I think they love it even more. Now is the perfect time for you to get that new Honda. They're located at 2982 North Germantown Road, just north of Stage Road. That's Wolfchase Honda.
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore is...
Tiger Bookstore is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
We all know Memphis is considered to be the barbecue capital of the world, but the best isn't in Memphis. It's in Bartlett at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue at 7174 Stage Road. It's simply great tasting food in a clean, family-friendly environment for a fair price. I've been going to Ty's for quite a while and have noticed a couple of important things. There always seems to be a smile on everyone's face. That's staff and customers. Everybody is happy. The other thing is the smell. Just wow. I mean, wow. Your nose is filled with the smell of good barbecue as soon as you walk in the door. Of course, that's probably one of the reasons everybody's happy. If you need great Q for your tailgate, Ty's is the place to go. They've got a 12-pack pulled pork or chicken. That's with 2 slabs of ribs, wet or dry, for just $75.99. That's an $82 value, and you cannot beat the barbecue there. There's so much more, too. Go by and see them at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue, 7174 Stage Road, or give them a call, 384-8111. That's 384-8411, or you can even have Ty's delivered by using the DoorDash or Bite Squad apps. Like my friends once told me, eat there once and you'll thank me later.
All right, we're back. Hey, I want to... Drew shared something with all three of us. Is this, Drew, I don't have myself on camera. Is this coming up pretty clear?
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay. If you don't recognize what that is the game day program from the 96 UT game. And I spell it E-W-E-T-E-A because it describes their favorite date and favorite drink. E-W-E-W-T-E-A. Their favorite date and their favorite drink.
All right, we're gonna have to figure that out.
Do you know what an EWE is? Jeez, that had your. I'm beginning to wonder about that Memphis education. Joey, what'd you get your degree in?
Sports management.
Chemistry.
Chemistry. I never would have guessed that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I want to remind everybody that Wolfchase Honda has their fall savings event going on right now.
They do?
Get on out there.
Really?
And those new Hondas are. I'm actually wishing I wouldn't have bought one last year.
Yeah, how's it doing, by the way?
I love it.
Really?
The Wolfchase Honda HR-V Mobile Studios, I have got 27,000 miles on it in 13 months.
What kind of miles a gallon you getting?
Huh?
What kind of miles per gallon you getting?
Well, in the last tank, I got 34.8.
Running regular? Running regular?
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what.
34.8.
Honda better holler at us.
Y'all need to get over there now. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now. And they join us. I mentioned it briefly, but they joined us as our title and presenting sponsor this year.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate it. And I tell you what, they're good people over there, and they believe in this show, and it means a lot for me that they do. We got other sponsors this year. Bartlett Home Furnishings is back. Mm-hmm. Tiger Bookstore is back.
Yes, sir.
Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue, they're going to be back.
How's their barbecue?
They're good. We need to go out there and have lunch one day.
Sure do.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, that sound good?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll meet out there for lunch one day. Believe Gymnastics.
Where's that at?
That's in Bartlett as well. Mm-hmm. They are one of the best competitive gymnastics gyms in the city.
Really?
And it's 2 former Tigers running the joint. One was a dance team member, and one was a baseball player. Keno and Erica Anderson, they're really good at what they do. And Smith Doyle Contractors are back.
Yeah.
Our sponsors stick around,
Yes, sir.
don't
That's
they?
good.
That's the one thing
Yeah,
about
they
us. I mean, we've been here 6 years. It's kind of amazing the way people believe in us, and we really appreciate it. And if you want to get on board with us, hit me up on Facebook. By the way, you can check out our Facebook page, The Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda, and we'll take care of that. You can also check us out. I'm on Twitter every so often, at JT Stacey. Drew, what's your Twitter?
At DBarrett36.
What's Alan's Twitter?
I ain't got one.
He's not on Twitter.
Yeah, he is.
They got some Twitter fake deal out there. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it is.
If he's on it, he wouldn't give it to me.
I don't tweet.
I know you don't, but you're on there.
But I ain't going to,
Joey, what's yours, bud?
At Joey Magnifico 1.
Okay, as opposed to Joey Magnifico 2?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Joey Buttafuoco. I know you remember that.
Oh, God, I'm afraid to ask. I don't even want to know. Okay, now we were talking about Brady and his catching Danny Wimprine. DeMonte Coxey.
Yeah. Oh, Coxey.
Is
it all right? It's Coxey, right?
Is it Coxey?
I think it's Coxey, but everybody calls him Coxey.
Because I always thought it was Coxey.
I call him Coxey. I think his real name is Coxey.
So if we just call him DeMonte, we'll be better off?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
What do they?
I don't think he really cares.
What do they call him?
Coxey.
Okay. No, what do they call him? I know they don't call everybody by their last name. I was looking for a name.
That's his name. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's what y'all. Okay. All right. He actually would have to have a hell of a year to catch Anthony Miller. He'd have to have 70 receptions.
Yeah.
All right. He had. He averaged 5.4 last year.
It's tough.
That's going to be tough.
Well, you got AG leaving, so.
But I think he can catch Duke. Do you think he can get 44 and catch Duke?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Continue. We'll get to that in a bit. And receiving yards, I actually think that's more doable than the receptions. I think he can get 818.
No doubt.
Oh yeah.
I think so too.
That's only 91 yards a game. That's only 75 yards a game, and he averaged 91 last year.
Yeah, you can do that.
The only thing I'm concerned with that is that I'm sitting out of the camera range again, and people are reminding me of it. I got a face made for radio, people. Leave me alone. That I think he can reach that number. I really think that getting 818 and become the leading yardage receiver in school history. Yeah. Now, the 100-yard games, I think, is also doable.
Yeah, you can.
Here.
7?
Yeah. I only need 7 to break that. That's not a problem. Now, the 19 touchdowns, what do y'all think?
Nah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I don't know about that, bro.
Have to be getting busy.
Yeah.
He literally has to,
That's at least,
not happening.
What, 1.5 a game or something like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's not going to happen. Right. So we know that Coxey's going to be one to catch some. Mm-hmm. Who's going to be the number 2 receiver this year?
If I had to say anything, I'd say Calvin.
Yeah.
If he figured, he's done figured it out, but if they find him a little spot, I think Calvin.
Calvin, yeah. I know him. Taj Washington, I think, is going to have a good year.
Yeah, Taj, that's another name that
Sean, you got to put Sean's name in there.
Yeah, you can count as a receiver. Sean's going to be getting the ball. Yeah. So.
Right. I got a question. I'm going to ask this to Coach Silverfield later, but do you think we'll get JoJo the ball for a touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I want that so bad.
He's a freak, man.
I'll ask that. Yeah, I'll ask that later because I think I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but the last brothers to actually score a touchdown for the university was the Butlers.
Okay, I can see that.
And that, you know how long ago that was? I don't even think your parents were born yet.
What, 70s?
70s? 70s.
My dad was born.
Oh, yeah, my parents were born.
Yeah, your dad's old and ugly.
You said I didn't.
Of course I said it. And I'm going to catch hell about it, but I'm
going to catch hell. Why don't you take up for me, boy?
Okay. Now, let me ask this. Okay. Last year, we led the FBS and 40-plus yard plays.
Good.
Can we do that again?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Norvell wasn't there in the Penn State game.
How much of Kevin's Johns did we see?
I'd say 25%.
Okay.
From a coaching standpoint,
right? From the play calling standpoint,
you can't get away from what the kid's been doing all year that much.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Going into a bowl game, but he definitely put his little sauce on it for sure.
Okay.
And I mean, he's smart, man. I gotta give him his props, give him his kudos.
Really?
Yeah, he's good.
So you think we'll get a little bit more creative?
I would say more creative, but not anything crazy. But
I mean, we saw Brady almost get a touchdown last year.
I would say you're going to get more. I'm going to figure out how do I get one-on-one matchups with Calvin? How do I get Sean one-on-one? How do I get Coxie one-on-one? Stuff like that from Kevin, from Coach Johns. I feel like.
Okay. So that's the key. I mean, it's really fascinating. We led the FBS in 40-yard plays last year.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's crazy.
10 years ago, okay, we're going into the 2020 season. All right? Going 10 exactly 10 years ago.
2010.
We going into the 2010 season.
Yeah.
Coach West had just gotten fired.
Mm-hmm.
And coming in was Coach Porter. And arguably, a lot of argument about it, that was the worst year in college Tiger football in the last 40.
Yeah, it was rough that my freshman year.
Yeah. So I started looking at back to 1980. Mm-hmm. All right? In the 1980s, we won 31 games and lost 74. In the 1980s, we won 45 and lost 64. 53 and 68 in the 2000s. And then in the 2010s, 66 and 60. That includes 2 seasons. Well, you could just take the first 4 seasons of the year.
Yeah.
And we won a grand. You were part of those. Mm-hmm. We won a grand total of 10 games over 3 seasons.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. It was towards the end of my redshirt freshman year when we got Southern Miss and all that. Like we were rolling good, and the next year it was just like I don't know what it was. And then the year after that it was just like boom.
I got a love note on my phone.
You got password. Told you.
You never know who's listening, do you? Okay, so the Kevin Johns offense. Do you think we'll see it? Is it going to be open more? Or is he going to run more? Of course, that offense is about as balanced as it gets.
I think it's. I mean, it's still going to have. It's going to be both. I mean, yeah. I think with Silverfield though behind it, being at the head. I mean, hey, when it comes down to it, run the rock. You know, being him being a run game mindset. You know. With
that said, I'm going to talk about the Cotton Bowl, and I'm going to just get mad all over again. How much difference? And I don't want you to answer this because you're personally involved, but you were on staff.
Yeah.
How much did it hurt us offensively not having Joey and Scotty?
I would say, no offense to Joey, more Scotty, just because of Brian Thomas, because he was a new guy. You know, he hadn't played a lot on the offensive line,
right?
And we had to move Obina from left to right tackle.
Okay.
And he's never really played right side of the ball all year, so that was tough. You know what I'm saying? But I think we still had enough skill guys-wise to put up points.
Right.
You know, no offense to Joe, but I mean, it was the same thing with me when I was playing. I mean, no offense to me, they still could put up 50 points without me. So.
Right.
But I feel like Scotty the most just because of Brian. Not first big game starting, and you playing.
You're playing the Cotton Bowl,
that's tough to ask for a kid.
Matter of fact, didn't he redshirt last year?
No, this was his first year.
Yeah, but I'm saying it was his true freshman season.
Yeah,
and he got a red shirt out of it.
Yeah, he played JUCO ball, but
his
first game is you going up against a monster, son.
Something happened last year, and it just popped into my head, and I'm sort of random like this. Do you know who became the first guy to score a touchdown and get a red shirt in the same year?
McKinney?
It had to be It had to be this past year, wasn't it? The year before.
Mm-hmm. Gabriel.
Who?
Oh yeah,
Gabriel Rogers.
Gabe Rogers.
He
Kick
got
return.
He got that kick return for a touchdown against Navy, and he redshirted.
That's crazy. It's so crazy, these rules nowadays.
Oh yeah.
And all right, let's talk. So while we're on the subject of kickoff returns.
Oh God. I thought we were going with this.
How bad what'd you say to who did the block in the back, by the way?
It was JoJo, but it wasn't really a block in the back.
So it was a bad call?
Bad call, yeah.
So the AAC officials screwed you not once but twice last year?
Probably more than twice, honestly. Probably about 10 times, but
The catch was tough though, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was a tough call. I'd have to give him that. That was a tough one. It was tough for me to make up top looking on the TV.
it wasn't tough for me. I caught the ball.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
What did
he's
the
the one who knows it the most.
did you actually speak to the official after that call?
I said something to him. I remember a coach held me back, but
You didn't have a pleasant conversation with him?
No.
I wouldn't have either.
I don't understand the logic behind the call.
All the guys from Temple even said it was a catch too, but I mean it goes that way. So
It is what it is.
Yep.
Part of life.
We got asked the question, and the answer to that is no. Joey's not playing for anybody, but you haven't ruled it out yet.
I'm still a dream. We'll
Okay.
see if somebody calls. You know, it's a tough.
They
year.
know you're out there.
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And you have had communications.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal. All right. So we got to make sure that everybody knows that. Joey, it may not be over, and you're living proof of never give up.
Never give up, baby. You never know. I told them boys down in Tampa, said I'll come back for $100,000 right now.
Pay me under the minimum.
I'll be on P Squad right now, coach.
Right.
Right now.
What do you say? What advice would you give Joey if he got in an NFL camp tomorrow?
Learn
What
it
advice?
as fast as you can. Show up 10 minutes late, 10 minutes early to every meeting, and just learn as much as you can. Ask the old heads what's the easiest way to stick around at that facility, because each place is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me it was be a good locker room guy.
Yeah.
I can go kick it with the running backs and go around the corner and kick it with the D lineman. You know, that was a big
karaoke thing you did was awful.
But I mean that goes. I'm telling you, man, that went into it. It did.
Really?
It really did. Like going in breakfast and them guys be like, Honcho, man, get the mega scrambled baby for Honcho. Like, I'm telling you, man, that helped me stick around.
Yeah.
It really did. I mean, that I feel like those three things. I mean, learning as quick as you can, asking the old heads what's the easiest way to stick around, and showing 10 minutes early to every meeting. That's the best three.
Be
things
the first guy in, last guy out.
Best three things of advice I can give you. I was the first one to be in every special teams meeting. I wouldn't say every, but almost everyone. I would beat the media guys there. I'd be the only one sitting in there, just sitting there, drawing on a piece of paper, waiting for everybody.
Oh, man. All right. So, when did you know your touchdown didn't count? The kickoff return.
Oh, I seen it when I was running it down there. Probably when I got to like the 30-yard line. I mean, I never thought in my life I was going to return a kickoff in college. So,
what's crazy is, like, we tried so hard when I was here to score a kickoff return, and then this kid gets it and he just like takes the house. I'm just up top. I'm like, how?
Hey,
I got a haircut when they did it in 16. You remember that, don't you?
Yeah. Oh
See,
yeah.
Joe, you remember that was Pollard. Yeah, it was Pollard and Jake Elliott who cut my hair after that Temple kickoff return. And Jeb Hill's still smiling about that crap. I got to figure out a bet to make with Silverfield for my hair again. Everybody likes to use my hair as a bet, so might as well come up with something. All right, we're going to take our second break of the night. When we come back, we got a special call-in guest that's going to say bad things about Alan Cross.
Oh, Lord. Hopefully it's my mom's grandma.
It's not your dad either. There's a few other people that I know that you don't want on that list either.
Okay.
All right, we get back right here on the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda on Sports 56 and 87.7.
The Tigers, the Grizzlies, the SEC. We are real sports talk.
I love it.
Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
My wife and I have driven Wolfchase Hondas nearly a decade now. There's a reason for that. Not only do we get good quality Hondas, we know the service will be even better. Wolfchase Honda isn't just the best Honda dealership in the Mid-South. They're one of the leading dealerships in the nation, and you wonder why we keep going back. Wolfchase Honda is a family-owned dealership and has been for over 25 years. They make sure they treat their customers just like family too. How many times I hear them call customers by their name. They make a point to make sure you get the best car buying experience as well as the best service. I could talk about service all day long. The new service bay at Wolfchase Honda is something right out of a sci-fi movie. When you pull your car into the bay, it's scanned, it takes your tire pressures, and gets the info to your service tech. This is all done to make sure you get the best service at a reasonable price. I love my Honda HR-V, but I think they love it even more. Now is the perfect time for you to get that new Honda. They're located at 2982 North Germantown Road, just north of Stage Road. That's Wolfchase Honda.
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore
is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at BartlettHomeFurnishingsMemphis.com. Go Tigers!
Oh, yeah. Now, doesn't that just get you in, that song gets you in the mood for football?
I'm ready.
You don't hear that song and then not get ready for football.
I know if I had one more, I would go right now, next Saturday. I got it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
Welcome back to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda right here on Sports 56 to 87.7. Guys, we've been talking a lot about what the changes in the program from Allen's freshman year till last year. If I would have told you when the day you walked on campus that we would play in the Cotton Bowl on the final day of the final week of the decade, what would you have said to me?
I would probably want to say nothing because they were still talking about the indoor being built. I said, yeah.
Speaking of which,
okay.
Speaking of which, how's the indoor?
Man,
you guys have been in it.
I've been in it, man. It's badass.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I've gotten a cursory look at it. They won't let most folks in over there these days.
I mean, it's an indoor, but I mean to be where it is,
right?
Like attached to the building, like the coach's office is right there, like
looking down on it.
It's pretty.
It's badass. It really is.
And I saw a picture of it overlooking the practice field with the AAC championship trophy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That
cool.
just makes you smile.
A lot of hard work.
But we talk about the change in this program, and I brought this number up in the 80s and 90s. You have that, but I got to get back to that. I forgot. I got a phone call. I forgot all about him. That happens to him a lot, though. The one, the only, Mr. Jason Stewart. Jason, how are you, sir?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
You know what, boss? That couldn't have been a better introduction for me. The one who gets forgotten.
Oh, my God.
The best story that Jay, I will
Jay
always
Stu.
remember.
Dude.
I will always remember Jay Stu for this. And you told this story. We talked about this off the air. His whole family shows up at Cincinnati 2014.
I remember that game.
Whole family shows up. Fuente won't let him score. He has to take a knee on the 3 like 4 times.
I remember that.
Right. 12-minute drive. 12-minute drive.
12-minute drive. That a thing of beauty, if nothing else, man. I tell you what. How you been, Jay Stu?
Doing terrific, man. I'm out here in Midtown Atlanta, just overlooking the city. Super excited to be on this call. Joey, Allen, good to hear from you guys.
Oh yeah.
Great
But
to hear from you.
let's talk Tiger football, man. That's what we're here for.
Oh yeah.
Sir,
Oh yeah.
baby. Let's do it, baby.
We were talking earlier. Oh God, I got a feeling I'm going to get a lot of inside jokes here over the next little bit, ain't I? There are probably things about the 3 of you that I don't need to know. Am I correct?
That stuff about Stu you don't need to know.
Wait a minute, Stu. You were telling me you knew all the dirt on them. They didn't say anything about them knowing yours.
Yes.
You know my lips are sealed. You know my lips are
Pop out.
sealed.
By the way, did you see where the Jay Stu here got big famous on, what was that, Instagram?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damon John hooking him up.
I did. See
So when are you going to be
sir,
on
yeah.
Shark Tank?
Well, that's the beauty of Instagram is I got to skip the whole Shark Tank process and just, I hit request enough times and he answered. And, that's what's cool is anytime I feel like you put yourself in a situation to succeed, all you need really is one shot, one opportunity. Very similar to a Cincinnati game when Riley went down.
Right.
All I had was that one chance, and I went in there and maximized it.
Yes, you
So,
did.
I was on a call with Damon John on his Instagram Live. He had no idea who I was, but within 14, 15 minutes, based off my energy, my enthusiasm, and passion, he knew that this is a kid who I need to, at some point get in contact with. And now I work with his entire social media management team.
Wow,
So,
that's cool.
That's what's cool. It was when you can cut out the middleman and based off the law of attraction and understanding. Like, you can ask Joey and Allen. I've been talking about Damon John literally since I was at Memphis.
Forever. Really
And,
has. Ever since the shirt,
And I used
ever
to go
since
to his
G2G
launch
and all that
academies,
stuff.
all that stuff. Yep, so it's just cool.
All right, Jay Stu, let's get your thoughts on Brady White.
Brady White, I love him. He's very versatile. When I look at the line of quarterbacks that have been through here just within from the time that I've been playing, obviously we had Lynch, who I always viewed as like very big body, very strong body, athletic for his mold, obviously cannon of an arm. But then on the other side, you had Riley, who was less athletic. But when I look at Riley, I always looked at him as like a Robin Hood, just with his accuracy, literally like bow and arrow-esque accuracy. Also, the revolutions on his ball, where I haven't seen a Memphis quarterback with anywhere near the revolutions of Riley's ball. Tight spiral, up and down. I think he honestly, as far as accuracy is concerned, has been the best thrower that Memphis has seen. And then Brady White, he could do a little bit of both. I feel like he's in between the athleticism of Riley and Paxton, maybe about the same as Riley. But he also is accurate. I think for Brady, some of the things that makes him so great is the intangibles. I feel like he does make very good decisions for the most part, and his teammates respect him. At the end of the day, Coach Norvell brought him in and trusted him in him to run his offense for a reason. Right. And Norvell's offense was one of the funnest offenses to get to run, no question. A lot more is on the shoulders of the quarterback with Norvell's offense versus Fuente. He kind of tries to guide you through the decision-making process, which I don't blame him. For a lot of young quarterbacks, that sometimes is a better way to coach, but I really enjoyed the independence that Norvell's offense provides.
Okay. All right, now, let's get the first let's go with it. You got a good Magnifico story?
Oh, definitely.
Joe, yeah, here we go. Some dirt.
Joe, you haven't told him from first practice?
I was going to say it up.
No, I hadn't brought it up.
What is this?
Anything.
The first practice.
Yeah, Alan Cross doesn't even know this story.
Yeah, you got it, Stu.
You want to tell it, bro? Go ahead.
I want
to hear your perspective.
We need to hear you tell it. That's what we got here for you to tell it.
All right, that sounds good. So very first practice, Joey's out there, true freshman.
Looks like he's 8 years old.
Right, somewhat of a deer in headlights, as he should be, because anytime you're a young kid on the block, hungry, there's so much thrown at you. Obviously, the playbook is 10 times larger than anything in high school, and it was his first time out there running with the twos. And for me, I was in a situation where I'm a senior. I'm competing against. Actually, I think Paxton was still there, so I'm trying to. At this point, it hasn't really been decided. I know Paxton was the starter, but they were 3-8 the previous year, so I'm still thinking there's a slight chance I can come in and compete. And I seen Joey out there, and he had hopped in the rotation, and he was looking at me like he didn't know the play. And so
I know that look.
And, yeah. And
well,
so
okay.
Out of fear,
Did you?
Frustration. Go ahead.
I asked Joey, did you?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know the play at all.
Yeah, I know that look.
Yeah,
if you get the look, you definitely don't know.
You can't fault him, though. Like I said, you can't fault him because as a true freshman, it's his first time out there even running like the actual offense.
Right.
And I literally went Coach Fuente on him, and I literally stopped the play and everything, and I walk up to him, and I was like, "You don't know the effing play. Get the F out.
Get the banana out of your ear, son."
And here's what makes this story so great, though. Here's what makes this story so great.
Yeah.
Is in the heat of it, I thought I was being like the leader. I thought I was like, running the show. And then Coach Fuente came over, and he's like walking towards Joey, and then he literally turns at me and says, "You stupid mother effer! How dare you talk to him like that? It's his first effing day out here at practice, and you got the audacity to cuss him out. Who the f do you think you are?" And he threw me off the field.
He threw me off the field.
I think that's the most F's we've heard on this show in 6 years.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. Yeah, I don't remember that story.
For those of you who I apologize. I tried my best not to swear, but that's the honest to God truth. There's things that are said out there on the Gridiron Gang that shouldn't be repeated.
You did fine. I didn't have to dump.
No dumps.
No dump button. So you were fine.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, Stu, bro, you crazy, man.
The only person ever dumped on this show was a tight end, so we're good. Now,
beautiful.
Okay, now we've had our Joey story.
Steve.
Now we need our Allen story.
I don't even know what he's gonna bring up about me.
You know?
What do you think is going to be, Alan?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, honestly,
okay.
the story. This is an iconic Alan Cross story. And at least to me, this is what sticks out. Honestly, there's multiple stories we could go through, but there was a practice after the Liberty Bowl where we were riding back from the Liberty Bowl to the actual back to our locker room so we could get dressed and go home.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, we'll just play some music over the microphone, and next thing we knew. What was it? Chicken Head Cross? It was Chicken Head?
Yeah, Chicken Head.
Yeah, all of a sudden, the song Chicken Head comes on, and this man, Alan Cross, literally rapped Chicken Head word for word to the T.
Yeah.
It was so spot on that he took the instrumental, the song, away from his mouth, and he was rapping the whole song, and then when the song was over, he put the phone back to the microphone, and it was literally still
perfect.
on beat, on cue, right where it was supposed to be.
That.
And everybody on the bus, we were jumping up and down, going crazy. It was like our own little performance.
So are you saying he's got a second career as a singer?
No. As a rapper, maybe.
As a Memphis rapper, there could be a rebirth of Alan Cross.
Okay, well, I'll promote you. Why not? Let's go.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's go.
I could do it. Memphis upholstery.
All right, Jason. What do you hope to see out of this football team this year?
Oh, well, I hope two things. Number one, I hope everyone stays healthy. I hope everyone that's actually putting themselves at risk by showing up to practice, going to games, for the university and for themselves and for the opportunity to play football. I hope everyone stays healthy. And number two, honestly, the goal is to go 1-0 every single game. That's the mentality that we have outside of football, and even for the guys that graduate and go on to do other things. Is go 1-0 every single day. Win the day.
Okay.
And honestly, one of my favorite slogans was probably Coach Fuente's "Wait till this year." because I feel like that's just
I don't
like,
know.
you
I
can't
don't know
really
who
beat
the
that.
marketing genius was that came up with that, but that was absolutely perfect.
Right.
That wait till this year was
Seriously.
just money. Okay, now
Right.
I got all three of you here, and I'm going to ask this question because it's something I think we all need to think about. Run the table this year, go 10-0, and this climate with this many teams not playing.
Yeah.
Do we get an invite to the playoff?
Can.
I think it just depends on what happens with other teams, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's possible.
It's possible.
I
think
I think a 10-0 run gets you an invite.
I think so.
Given
I think
the ratings.
I was gonna say, I think the key is the fashion in which we go 10-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm with you.
So
If it's a dominant 10-0 like UCF's was when they got snubbed,
Yeah.
right.
then I do believe, yes, by all means, they should 100% acknowledge that undefeated record. But if there's a couple games where it's maybe an overtime win or a field goal win against a lighter opponent, I feel like that's usually what the committee looks at, and is because even if there's a bigger one-loss school, I feel like oftentimes they really disrespect the Power Six.
Right.
But
I
by all
think
means,
the American.
man, if we really crush folks, we're in there.
Yeah.
I think the American sold itself last year.
Mm-hmm.
The fact of the matter is we had 3 teams finished in the top 25. We put more points on Penn State than Ohio State did.
Yeah.
That's if we're not missing 2 key offensive players, we could win that game.
Have a better chance for sure.
Yeah, because I think we kicked 6 field goals in that game.
Yeah.
And Riley to me was a champ that game.
He was. He showed up for sure.
Because I found out some things I didn't know prior to last night. But I think we got a shot. I think this is the best team we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Top to bottom. And I know that's saying a lot.
It is saying a lot, especially last year's team.
Right. But I really think this team can be better than what last year was, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
I have to wait and see. Wait till Saturday.
Oh, boy. Get cocky on me for 1 minute, please.
Oh, hell.
Jason
being
agree with me.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, when you actually go out there and look at the size, I feel like just the size alone, just when they show up to the actual stadium,
right?
This is one of the bigger teams on paper. They really stack up, and I'm biased. I'm excited to see the new kid from LSU, just because I have that dual threat desire. If I was the offensive coordinator, I want a guy who's running like Lamar and still slinging it. But nonetheless, Brady is definitely the guy to run this team. It's good that we have a lot of depth back there. And you're right. We could definitely run the tables. We're going to do it in dominant fashion. And I'm excited to see Memphis Tigers in the playoffs this year.
All right. I got one question before we let you go. Who is the better tight end?
Oh, God. Why you got to ask him that?
You know who the best tight end? The best tight end is? That's Daniel Montiel.
I'll let you have that one.
That's old Dan the man. Super gas.
Dan the man. Scuba Steve.
I feel like Cross and Joey love that answer. Yeah, I feel like y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like they're both like, wow, Stu's really finessed his way out of that question.
He definitely did. Cool.
Did you realize that they're the only 2 tight ends with 1,000 yards receiving?
That's phenomenal. I didn't even know that. Didn't even know you guys were the only ones.
Yep. They're the only 2. Hey, we got to go. Top of the hour, bro. Jason,
right,
thank you very much. We'll talk soon.
Good hollering at you,
Stu.
Stu.
All right, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Jason Stewart, the man who engineered the drive.
Man.
You remember that drive?
Oh, I remember it.
Joey, you were still in high school.
Yeah.
Do you remember watching it?
I did not watch it. I'm not going to lie to you.
What's wrong with you?
I'll never forget that drive, boy.
That was something else.
I drank a whole thing of water during that drive.
12 minutes and 40 seconds.
Whole bottle of water going after that.
That was something else. All right, when we come back, Dr. Adam Walker, one of the assistant athletic directors, will be joining us, and we'll talk game day.
Oh, Doc.
We got to figure out how things are going to go next Saturday out at the Liberty Bowl. When we get back right here on the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda on Sports 56 and 87.7.
My wife and I have driven Wolfchase Hondas nearly a decade now. There's a reason for that. Not only do we get good quality Hondas, we know the service will be even better. Wolfchase Honda isn't just the best Honda dealership in the Mid-South. They're one of the leading dealerships in the nation, and you wonder why we keep going back. Wolfchase Honda is a family-owned dealership and has been for over 25 years. They make sure they treat their customers just like family too. How many times I hear them call customers by their name. They make a point to make sure you get the best car buying experience as well as the best service. I could talk about service all day long. The new service bay at Wolfchase Honda is something right out of a sci-fi movie. When you pull your car into the bay, it's scanned, it takes your tire pressures, and gets the info to your service tech. This is all done to make sure you get the best service at a reasonable price. I love my Honda HR-V, but I think they love it even more. Now is the perfect time for you to get that new Honda. They're located at 2982 North Germantown Road, just north of Stage Road. That's Wolfchase Honda.
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore is...
Tiger Bookstore is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
We all know Memphis is considered to be the barbecue capital of the world, but the best isn't in Memphis. It's in Bartlett at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue at 7174 Stage Road. It's simply great tasting food in a clean, family-friendly environment for a fair price. I've been going to Ty's for quite a while and have noticed a couple of important things. There always seems to be a smile on everyone's face. That's staff and customers. Everybody is happy. The other thing is the smell. Just wow. I mean, wow. Your nose is filled with the smell of good barbecue as soon as you walk in the door. Of course, that's probably one of the reasons everybody's happy. If you need great Q for your tailgate, Ty's is the place to go. They've got a 12-pack pulled pork or chicken. That's with 2 slabs of ribs, wet or dry, for just $75.99. That's an $82 value, and you cannot beat the barbecue there. There's so much more, too. Go by and see them at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue, 7174 Stage Road, or give them a call, 384-8111. That's 384-8411, or you can even have Ty's delivered by using the DoorDash or Bite Squad apps. Like my friends once told me, eat there once and you'll thank me later.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at bartletthomefurnishings.memphis.com. Go Tigers!
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Chicken, chicken, chicken heads. Chicken, chicken, chicken heads. Chicken, chicken, chicken heads.
Hey, this one that's on my rookie song.
Go. Let's hear it.
Hold on.
Let's
Hold
go.
on. You got me right there, JoJo.
Come on.
I had to sing this my rookie year song.
Now, come on.
All right, hold on. You gotta let it draw. Damn. Hey. What up, Joe? Bald head, scallywag. Ain't got no hair in the bag. Gelled up, weaved up. Your hair is messed up. Me too. Get bout. Up on some rinse and get up on you. Run through petition, run game until the game is gravy. That don't mean spin. She but the baby. Whoop whoop on the stone for a bootleg. Pretty wop, get out here, ain't a thing, eat a chicken wing, got some gold tea at the club, trying to shake that thing, try to get a beat, chicken always, until some duns, should've paid your light bill, you bought an outfit, stay at your mammy house, and keep a smart mouth, this Project Pat, Memphis,
alright, we're gonna wrap that up. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I am impressed. All right, let's bring in. Welcome back to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda. Right now, they've got the fall savings event going on out there. They're on Germantown Parkway, just north of Stage Road. Get over there. Tell them you heard about it on Blue and Gray Show in time. Go save you some money on a good Honda. All right, let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Adam Walker. Adam, how are you, sir?
Doc.
John, I'm doing well. Thanks for letting me follow that. Wow. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, wasn't it, though?
It was.
Can we get him to do the halftime entertainment one game?
We'll have to check back into that. But, hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
That's right.
All right, you've had the week from hell, and that's probably the best way I know to put it.
Well, I tell you what, here we are, August 30th, 6 days away, just like we planned, right? Right, John?
right. How many conversations have we had over this?
Oh man, quite a few over the summer. Yeah, and I think everybody's been back and forth, of what is going on, but we've persevered, and here we are, 6 days away from kick. So we're excited. We're playing football Saturday.
Right now, game day is going to be different for everybody, and
it is.
One of the reasons I wanted you on here tonight was so we can tell everybody exactly what they need to do next weekend, because it's going to be confusing, and the more people know, the better, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. And things are going to look a little bit different, right, once we get to Liberty Bowl. So what's really exciting, there's only a handful of games next weekend, and we're one of the first ones in prime time with fans, so we're excited about that. And I know we're going to represent the 901 like we always do for game day, the Cotton Bowl. So we need to make sure we're asking our fans to do the same, making sure they're socially distanced, make sure they're wearing their masks, because we're going to be on prime time, ESPN, the nation's going to be watching. So, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. I'm going to share a few of those things. But first, wanted to thank everybody. As you know, John, we had this big campaign, Keep Memphis Roaring, and that was basically to make sure that people either donated or credited their tickets. And really, we had incredible response. 85% chose to keep their money with us and keep Memphis roaring. So that was huge for us. So big thanks to everybody out there in Tiger Nation for doing that.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yep, awesome. So, and I tell you what, you said it. Our staff, everything from the ticket office, TSS marketing, communications, event facilities. It's been a crazy summer. So here are the few of the highlights. The good news, we had everybody who chose to donate, select Arkansas State. They're going to receive Arkansas State tickets, which is great. So we're able to accommodate those. And we're still doing some math and fitting some seats in, but it looks like we're going to be able to accommodate majority of people for all their first selections this year. So that's exciting. So people out there listening, they're going to be able to attend their game of choice, which is exciting. And parking. So we'll start off first with parking.
Okay.
What it's going to look like, 2 hours prior, we'll open the gates. And this is very important. For most people, their ticket is going to be their parking pass this year.
Okay.
So the only printed parking passes are going to be Tiger Lane, the RV lot, and gold and silver. So Tiger Lane, people are familiar with. There's a few people with RV lot. The gold and silver are those for who purchased those, and then for some of our premium areas and some of the internals. So everything else, striped, pink, tan, red lot, they're going to be GA.
Okay.
And people will be able to come in. They just got to show their game ticket. And they'll be able to park for free.
The handicap lot.
There's no cave game.
The handicap
will be available. Handicap will be available as well. Yeah, great question.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those things people don't think about when it comes down that way. Okay.
So y'all still gonna sell cold beer?
The question. I'm gonna go ahead and let's get through this game process, and I have one question for you, and you know what it's going to be, I think. Now, once they get there, they get parked. What do they do next?
So that's another big thing. There's no tailgating. We need everyone's help to abide by that. So that was something that we worked with Shelby County Health, and that was something they were pretty adamant about. And we were supportive of, and so we do need people's help. You don't want people, trying to congregate, or even if they're in the tailgate of their truck, we need to make sure that they're making their way towards the gates. And as you know, all the tickets are digital this year, so they're going to have to be socially distanced. Arrive early. We're encouraging people to arrive early. Another big change is people must enter the gate on their tickets. That's very important. Before, you were able to enter any gate, but due to socially distancing and trying to make sure we're keeping people in quadrants, that they will have to enter on the gate on their ticket. So if it says gate 3, you got to enter gate 3 or your ticket won't work. And we're going to have some staff out there reminding people, but that's a big one. So, the big ones, your game tickets get you in the park, no tailgating, digital tickets, and then make sure to use your gate on your ticket.
Okay.
And what you'll notice when you get in, it's going to be a little different. We broke down the Liberty Bowl into quadrants, basically four areas, and it's going to be bike racked off. And that's basically to mitigate the flow of people. We want to make sure that they're in their quadrant, they're staying, socially distanced. Mm-hmm. And so you'll notice that. And then once you get to your seats, they'll be reserved, socially distanced from one another. People will have to wear a mask the entire time, unless they're eating or drinking, or if they have some condition they're not able to. Okay. Another thing that you'll notice, there are concessions. So there'll be cashless concessions with prepackaged food, beveraged for them, and that's where we'll be. So another thing.
So you can get a really bad corn dog?
Believe it or not, they're going to be able to do some corn dogs, hot dogs. I think you'll be surprised what they can do these days.
What scares me is that'll be cold.
Well, they're gonna be pretty creative. So I think they've been working on that. Liberty Bowl's been great. So another thing for people to remember is their seating. It's going to be socially distanced. So that means you're not going to be in the same seats. And so be patient, bear with us. But that's just the way it was when we were allowed to have fans. It's about 4,500 people. And so because of that, we're going to have to socially distance people. So basically, that's why we had people opt in and donate and say, yeah, I understand. Here are the qualifications. And we'll kind of go from there. So those are really the highlights. What I would tell everybody is to visit our website, gotigersgo.com/2020football. And that's got all your game day questions and answers, everything right there. Okay. And so I'd encourage people to go there and look at that before the game on Saturday.
I have one question, then Drew's got a question. Can I ask mine first?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. What are the chances we get the 12-foot rescinded during the course of the season?
Yeah, so good question.
I know. I have to ask that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, great question. And we've been asked that by several people. So we worked with Shelby County Health for several months now, and I do want to say they're great people. They really are. They're good people.
I know a lot of folks that don't think so.
Yeah, I know. That's what is crazy. They've been really great with us. They really have. They really. I'm not just saying that either. They're good people, and we worked with them for several months, and they provided some reasoning behind what they felt comfortable. Because you got to remember at the time, we've still got a ban on, the number of people who can gather. And they said, okay, if we're going to allow 4,500 people in an event, here's what we need to do. So they made it so we could have fans. And it's 12 feet right now. To be candid, I don't really anticipate it getting down to 6 unless things dramatically improve. They would have to make that call. It's a possibility. That's why we put it on there in case there is a chance we get to 6. But I would say for the foreseeable future, it's going to be 12 feet, and if things change, we'll let fans know, and we'll adjust and go from there.
Okay. Drew's got a question for you.
Yeah, Dr. Walker, I just want to kind of expand a little bit more on the concession stands and what it's going to look like. I know you said it'll be pre-packaged, but does that also include, Liberty Bowl favorites like Coletta's Pizza, Pronto Pups, and barbecue nachos as well?
Great question.
Yeah, great question. So I've not been in the details. Thomas Carrier at the Liberty Bowl has been working with their concessions because, it's a third-party venue. But he did say they're going to try to offer as much variety as they can. Okay. And I know those are all fan favorites. So what do they think they can do safely they're going to be able to do? So obviously, popcorn, peanuts, chips, drinks, those type of things. So then to be able to get creative, they're going to have some sort of packaging. So if they can fit it into some sort of prepackaged, plastic and serve it, I think they will. And that was something I said the same thing you did, John. What about a cold hot dog? And you said, no, they're pros. They're going to be able to do that and keep it warm. So I think you'll be surprised at the variety we'll still have at the Liberty Bowl.
Okay. Well, by the way, you know who's in studio with us?
Who's that?
Joey Magnifico.
Oh, that's great.
And you heard Alan Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that was a response there, wasn't it, Bud?
That was impressive.
Mm-hmm. Joey, you got a question?
I'm good.
You're good?
I think you went over all of them.
Yeah, okay. I'm good. we laughing because the camera's on me and Alan. The cameras are, and the pretty one's sitting in the back.
Yeah, I got Joey in the back over there.
Well, I tell you what, it's been as you know, John, it's been quite a labor of love. So I just appreciate everybody's patience, and everybody's been eager to get their tickets and understand what's going on. And things have changed every day. So I appreciate everybody's patience.
That's another question. When can people start expecting to see when their tickets will show up?
Yeah, great question. So right now, ticket office is still working on the weekend, on a Sunday, allocating tickets. So
yeah, kudos to them. They've been working around the clock.
Oh yeah, they've been terrific. So Melissa Moore and her staff, and Caleb at IMG and his staff have been great. And so they're working through tickets, and we expect to have them early this week, Monday or Tuesday. So they should be hitting the email inboxes earlier this week.
Okay,
and we can go from there.
All right, Andrew has another one for you.
Yeah, Doctor, I got one more quick question about the about tickets. Ultimately, because we are at such a limited capacity, I've kind of had to. Let's say get creative on how I'm going to get into the game. I don't think I'll be able to use a media pass. I'm actually getting ticket through a player. How would I go about getting him to transfer that ticket and for other people who are getting tickets
that's
transferred wise from other people?
How are you going to accommodate families? Because we have a lot of families that listen to the show.
Yep. And so that was important for us to make sure that we have player guests there. Recruits when we're able to. Right now, we're not able to. Visiting teams, students, band, cheer. We were able to accommodate all those at the same or higher percent capacities in the past. So, yeah, you'll have to work. The good thing is those are going to be hard tickets, day of game. And so they'll give you instructions, player guest gate. Okay. So just go there, show your ID, pick it up, and then go into the game.
Okay, so those will be the only printed tickets. Those will be the only printed tickets.
Exactly. They're very few.
I had a parent ask me about that a couple of days ago, and that was one of the things he wanted to know.
You'll actually pick those up day of game. The only other ones that are printed just for information are suites and Stadium Club, the premium tickets.
Okay.
Everything else is
I don't think you'll ever have to worry about me in one of those places.
You never know.
I'm kind of like the Groucho Marx of things. I wouldn't join a club that would have me as a member. But we'll get there.
One of a kind.
All right, Adam, thank you very much for your time, and you're welcome here anytime, buddy.
Well, I appreciate it.
You got everything out? You got everything out you need to get out?
Absolutely. Hit the high spots and just said, appreciate again everybody's thanks for keeping Memphis roaring. Make sure they visit the game day page, review those things. We just ask for your patience, and we look forward to seeing everybody Saturday at the Liberty Bowl and a big Tiger victory.
I will add this, and if it's okay with you, on our Facebook page, the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda, Adam is a member, and I'm sure if anything changes that we feel y'all need to know, Adam, will you make sure we need to know it? We get to know it?
Yeah, sure. Just let me know, and I'll keep you guys updated. Happy to do that.
All right. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, John.
Thanks.
See you, Drew.
All right, Dr. Adam Walker.
See you, Doc.
He's Adam, great guy.
Yeah, I just hope nobody gets pissed off and got Dippin' Dots.
Are you already mad about the Dippin' Dots? Is that the one thing you're going to hate missing?
Man, they got prepackaged beer.
Prepackaged beer.
Smoking in the band would be pissed.
Most beer is prepackaged. It's called cans.
It's called cans, yeah.
That's true.
I'm going to address a couple of things that have come up on the feed. This is all new to me with the feed. First of all, Jeb, I think we can get you a program.
Yeah.
Yes, I can get him one.
All right. See, so Jeb,
but only to special people. So don't be calling asking. I do have a limited number of them, but I've got too many people that rightly deserve one. I'm going to give out one to every guest this year that we have on the Blue and Gray Show, and then some select special people.
We can handle out Jeb. We can handle Jebediah. All right. So
and if we have some at the end of the season, we can give them away then.
Okay. We might do that. We'll see how that comes. All right. Now, I guess the news of the day, which I've been actively avoiding, is Kenny Gainwell. Right now, I know for a fact that nothing is official. Okay? So, on that premise, I'm going to kind of stay away from it until it's official. Yeah. Would you think that would be the fair thing to do?
Yeah. Yep. Yes. Let the boy live his life. Just let the boy live his life.
Let things go, and we will deal with it when they're official. But as of right now, it is not official, so therefore I will not touch it. What we're doing is we're going to take our next break. When we come back, Jeremy Stinson, the Tiger Bookstore, is going to be with us. You know Jeremy.
Middle school, baby.
Yeah, Jeremy was Alan's middle school teacher. His ex were cool. But Jeremy runs Tiger Bookstore.
Yep.
And Tiger Bookstore is going to be doing things differently on game day. And I think everybody needed to know, too, because you're going to be able to buy masks, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when we get back, we're trying to get you as much information as we possibly can to prepare you for Saturday. Right here on the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda on Sports 56 and 87.7.
Craig Gaston, Eli Savoy. Sports 56 Middays comes your way from 10 till 1 every weekday. Presented by FedEx on Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
My wife and I have driven Wolfchase Hondas nearly a decade now. There's a reason for that. Not only do we get good quality Hondas, we know the service will be even better. Wolfchase Honda isn't just the best Honda dealership in the Mid-South. They're one of the leading dealerships in the nation, and you wonder why we keep going back. Wolfchase Honda is a family-owned dealership and has been for over 25 years. They make sure they treat their customers just like family too. How many times I hear them call customers by their name? They make a point to make sure you get the best car buying experience as well as the best service. I could talk about service all day long. The new service bay at Wolfchase Honda is something right out of a sci-fi movie. When you pull your car into the bay, it's scanned, it takes your tire pressures and gets the info to your service tech. This is all done to make sure you get the best service at a reasonable price. I love my Honda HR-V, but I think they love it even more. Now is the perfect time for you to get that new Honda. They're located at 2982 North Germantown Road, just north of Stage Road. That's Wolfchase Honda.
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore is
my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
We all know Memphis is considered to be the barbecue capital of the world, but the best isn't in Memphis. It's in Bartlett at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue at 7174 Stage Road. It's simply great tasting food in a clean, family-friendly environment for a fair price. I've been going to Ty's for quite a while and have noticed a couple of important things. There always seems to be a smile on everyone's face. That's staff and customers. Everybody is happy. The other thing is the smell. Just wow. I mean, wow. Your nose is filled with the smell of good barbecue as soon as you walk in the door. Of course, that's probably one of the reasons everybody's happy. If you need great Q for your tailgate, Ty's is the place to go. They've got a 12-pack pulled pork or chicken. That's with 2 slabs of ribs, wet or dry, for just $75.99. That's an $82 value, and you cannot beat the barbecue there. There's so much more, too. Go by and see them at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue, 7174 Stage Road, or give them a call, 384-8111. That's 384-8411, or you can even have Ty's delivered by using the DoorDash or Bite Squad apps. Like my friends once told me, eat there once and you'll thank me later.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at BartlettHomeFurnishingMemphis.com. Go Tigers!
In the eyes of a tiger, non-stop, I'm a fighter. Look deep, see the fire. It's the eye of the tiger. You're looking in the eyes of a tiger, non-stop, I'm a fighter.
I'm not going to sound too old here, but what the hell is that?
You didn't hear this all last year. You're telling me you haven't heard this one time.
Ain't that basketball?
I might
They
have.
did it for football, too, at the end.
Okay, I don't even remember it.
Al Capone with the Mighty Sound of the South.
All right.
Al Capone.
All right, it works for me.
Folks don't.
All right, welcome back to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda. In the studio with me.
Wolfchase Honda, Bartlett Home Furniture's Tiger Bookstore. Sorry.
You're my own personal salesman. Alan Cross in studio with me, the Joey, we're not ignoring you, I promise.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Joey Magnifico also in studio. Alan wanted to remind everybody that he's single again.
Hey, whoa,
and he is taking applications.
Meet y'all at the Sonic on 51 at about 8:30 tonight. Taking applications at 1 to 2.
Jeb, I know they probably played at the Cotton Bowl, but I'm old and have slept since then. Okay.
Why are you only advertising the Allen single? I need dates, man.
Drew's
I need
single?
That's true. That's true.
I need
Drew's
dates
not
too.
Single. Yeah.
Drew taking applications over here off Mount Moriah at Checkers.
Why is it when I think of the two of y'all on the dating scene, I think of that scene from the In Living Colored dating game skit? But that's another story altogether. All right, let's bring Jeremy on. Jeremy Stinson from Tiger Bookstore. Jeremy, buddy, how are you?
Jeremy.
Hey, doing good.
Man, y'all got a different setup for Saturday. We want to tell folks how to deal with that because it's a totally different deal.
Exactly, and the biggest thing, and just to let everybody know, and what the way we've kind of described it is, we were given a sandbox to play in, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Okay.
And it's a lot different from what we're normally used to on our typical game days. But the biggest thing we're telling fans is come by the store on your way to the game.
Okay.
That's going to be your best bet to get anything, the biggest selection. Anything you might need to have at the game.
Okay.
Now, our booths that we will have on property will only be outside of the stadium.
Where at outside the stadium?
We will have our trailer that's typically on Tiger Lane will be up by the towers.
Okay.
As you come in off Tiger Lane.
Right by the fountain?
And then,
in the
right by the fountain.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. And then on kind of in between gates 1 and 2, we will have a pop-up tent.
Okay.
And then another one over by gate 4.
Now, y'all be selling like masks and ponchos and...
Basically, what we're going to have there are the items that you have to get into the stadium.
Okay.
So, clear bags, masks. We'll also have some other necessity-based things like you said, ponchos. We'll have some hand sanitizer, those kind of things. And then just a few of our normal merchandise items.
Okay.
But we won't have a huge selection like we normally do.
Okay. So basically, it's if you want to do big time shopping, go by Tiger Bookstore on the way to the game.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the biggest aspect of it. And then something else, and I don't know if y'all talked about this earlier or not, but everything at the stadium will be cashless. So bring your cards. They're not accepting cash. So and that's one of those other directives that we were given, and so
the concession stands are doing the same thing. So
yes,
it is what it is.
Right.
So
right,
Jeremy, y'all said y'all selling ponchos or poncho dip?
I wish it. Well, I know I'll have the poncho.
Hey, I can mess with him. We got stallion blood, baby.
All right, let's be perfectly honest why they can do that. Jeremy taught you in what grade?
Shoot, 7th,
7th grade.
He was in 7th grade, and I was one of the assistant basketball coaches.
He sure was.
You were a basketball coach?
Yep.
Yeah. But let me tell you, there's my coaching career was long and distinguished and over with about as quick as my college career. So hey, it didn't take very long.
I remember that year though. I remember it.
Oh yeah,
Coach Wallace.
So some great years, and of course I know Alan's dad will love a story from Elmore Park. And unfortunately, we had a whole bunch of kids that were football players.
Yeah.
That, man, we got off the bus. We looked good.
Hey, Jeremy, Jeb had a suggestion. Beer and ponchos dip would do wonders for your profit margins.
Well, if I can convince Thomas at the stadium to let us sell that, man, we're on it.
We're on it.
All right. I got a feeling Duke with concessions on the inside may not approve of that, but it'll be a lot of fun.
All right, buddy. Thank you, and we'll see you Saturday. I'll see you this week.
All right. See you, Jeremy.
Thanks, John.
Jeremy Simpson from Tiger Bookstore. Go Tigers. I tell you, the reason I did all this, I wanted them as part of this. Number one, they're a sponsor of the show. Number two, number one, it's going to be a different experience out there for fans on Saturday.
It is. It's definitely been an experience for high school games for sure.
Right. So I want you to prepare with as much information as we can possibly get you.
Basically, just bring a mask and some hand sanitizer.
There you go.
Really.
I keep hand sanitizer in the car. I mean, I figure that's the best way to do it.
Don't come with your head hot.
Okay. Now, I've asked you this question before, so I'm going to ask him. All right? Give me your top 5 events as a Tiger. Ooh, come on, Joey. See,
I can give you my top 5. I don't think I can give you an order.
I don't care about an order. Just the top 5 things when you're my age and you're sitting around with your grandson on your knee. What are you gonna? What the 5 things you gonna tell him about?
College game day.
Okay.
SMU.
Now, did you get to go downtown?
I did. So we went down there Friday morning before we went to the hotel to experience it all, and then we went back there. But so college game day.
Mm-hmm.
Cotton Bowl was a good experience, even though I didn't play.
Right.
Just going down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget my SMU game when we went down to SMU game my junior year.
That catch, matter of fact, remember I'm on video in that game.
Oh, yeah,
You remember that?
Uh-huh.
We talked about that. That touchdown catch. You see me high-fiving a guy named David Eath in the end zone. That was my sideline pass day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Because I had
it was like your 100th game or something.
my 100th consecutive game.
It's badass.
So that
that was a hell of a catch too.
I appreciate it. Even though we lost the first championship game down in UCF when Riley and Anthony Miller were still here, just that game was crazy. And then probably my last one. Shoot. When we beat Ole Miss both times. My freshman year when Allen was here, and then last year.
Yeah, you got to beat them twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about that class that most people don't realize is, well, your red shirt year.
Yeah.
If you redshirted and you were a senior last year, you actually beat Mississippi twice, which not many get to say, not in a while. I mean, we beat them 93, 94 back-to-back, and I'm sure Quitman Spalding was going to remind me of that here soon. Quitman's joining us on the Facebook feed there. Q is a regular guest on the show. He'll be in soon.
Yes, sir.
But those guys beat them in 93 and 94 back-to-back, and 03 and 04 beat them back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't play them back-to-back in a minute. By the way, you don't get to see this, so I'm going to read it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
Magnifico tied the best name in college football along with Michael Stonebreaker, linebacker, Notre Dame, 88. So you're on the big list there now.
I appreciate that.
Now let's talk about something, and I've been avoiding it, but I saw it today, and it just because I was trying to remember who made what last year.
What you got?
With the all-conference teams?
Oh yeah, this.
Is there something about this league that doesn't like us?
It's Memphis, man.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to you, this is just insane. Antonio Gibson gets Special Teams Player of the Year. Deserved.
Yep.
No doubt. No question. Gainwell gets Rookie of the Year. Second Tiger to win it. Remember who the first one was?
D'Angelo?
In the American?
Oh, you talking about American?
Yeah.
Was it Tony?
Tony?
Rookie?
Yeah.
Tony Pollard?
Yep. I think so. The Gainwell, Gibson, and Riley Patterson make first team all-conference. We won the conference going away, and we only had 3 guys on the first team? Are you kidding me?
It is what it is.
Right.
They had a bunch of left-handers voting. I don't know.
Well, it shows in the way they officiated games, too. Second team, DeMonte, Dustin, Mr. Magnifico over there, Bryce Huff, and Brady White. Brady threw for over 4,000 yards last year, people.
Yeah, that says something.
That's impressive.
That does say something.
And he didn't make first team all-conference.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on.
Who was the first team all-conference quarterback?
I think it was the kid out of Navy.
Oh, well, come on.
He did have a pretty good year, but yeah.
Malcolm Perry graduated. Navy's got a new QB.
No,
it's got to be the guy
who was it? Oh,
out of Central Florida or SMU.
SMU. I think it was Bouchel.
quarterback?
Yeah, Bouchel. But come on, the guy threw for 4,000 yards.
Hey, it is what it is.
We still won the championship, though.
And we still won the championship. Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Control over it.
And we had several honorable mentions, by the way. T.J. Carter, honorable mention. Joseph Dorcius, O'Brien Goodson, Austin Hall, and Dylan Parham. All right, well, this is what we haven't talked about tonight. The defense coming up this year.
Yep.
You guys were on the practice field with those guys last year.
Mm-hmm.
How much better will Morris Joseph be this year?
Oh, when he plays, I mean, every time he played, he was productive. So
Right.
I can see him having a good year.
I think the off-season workout probably got him down a little bit too, where he's more buff, for lack of a better word. That kid's a player, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Has he ever hit you?
I never went against him. But, I mean.
Who's the linebacker? J.J. Russell impresses me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think J.J.
He impresses me for something totally different, though. The kid's blind, isn't he?
Yeah, one
Really?
of his eyes, yeah.
He's blind in one of his eyes playing linebacker.
And plays it well.
Yeah. That's what's impressing me the most. I mean, you got the guy from UCF with one hand, but the kid's playing blind.
Man.
Like that's tough. Close your eye and try to play ball.
That's a man among boys is what that is.
That's very
Hey, he's a freak.
He is.
Is there anybody that redshirted last year defensively that will surprise us this year?
I don't know. Let Joe answer that one.
I'm trying to think.
It's called dead air, Joey. Come on.
Yeah.
That's a tough question right there. I was more on offense.
Yeah, I'm saying on offense, I could tell you about everybody, but that defense, the red shirt, I'm not sure.
Now, we're returning about 70% of the starts on the offensive line.
That's what I'm saying. The defense, like, it's probably a lot of their senior years, like, it's a vet defense, so
Right.
I can see them having a really good year.
Well, they lose Bryce Huff.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Swamp Donkey.
They lost Austin Hall.
And lost Austin Hall.
Jonathan Wilson.
Swamp Donkey. You know what? They got his name wrong in the Cotton Bowl broadcast, too. When he got that sack early in the game, they called him Swamp. I said, you screw up the nickname when you only call him Swamp. Swamp Donkey is funnier than Swamp.
I really don't
Swamp
think he liked
is boring.
it. I don't think he liked that name.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
I'll know not to call him that next time I see him. He might get me hurt.
Yeah, he was quiet.
Is he a quiet guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so but none of the freshmen that you can think of from last year step it up?
Not really, to be honest with you.
Not
off the top of my head.
You know who another guy that seems to get better and better and better and better from game to game to game? Two guys in the defensive backfield. Jacoby Francis and Sanchez Blake.
Jacoby's going to be all right.
Jacoby.
Sanchez is going to be good, too.
Yeah, Sanchez is a ball hawk.
Yeah, that guy, he can hit people.
Oh, yeah.
I like Sanchez.
Well, Nehemiah Augustus is another one.
Yeah.
I had him on scout team with me. Yeah, Nemo's a good one.
Yeah, that hit that he started the SMU game off. How much did that fire y'all up?
Oh, that first play, I mean, got the game started.
Yeah.
So.
Did you remember it, Alan? Or were you watching something else?
I'm a box guy, man. That's all I can
Go watch the video of the kickoff of the SMU game.
Mm-hmm.
It will change the way you watch that game.
I didn't care about any special teams. I was just cared about what I needed to tell Norvell and Silverfield. Who came through? Who came through?
That hit Augustus made to start that game.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That crowd went nuts.
I bet.
Matter of fact, 2 plays to start games last year on the kickoffs lit the crowd up. The one was obviously that one, and the one against the kickoff return against Cincinnati by Clay Brooks. The thing about that is, that was the first time we've returned a kickoff to start a game, and it was 37 years, 1993. You know who it is against?
Tennessee.
Cincinnati.
Oh. Yeah, I knew after that happened that was going to be game over with.
Yeah. Y'all didn't. The Cincinnati game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all feel like you had them the whole way? Because it looked like you were in control.
I knew we had their ass when they showed up on the field and they circled around the Tiger when they got off the bus. That's when I knew.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that still bothers me today.
They got around the Tiger.
They do a little pregame whatever, and I was like, yeah, y'all about to get your asses handed to you boys.
Okay, here's something about the SMU. Here's something about the SMU game not many people noticed. All right, and then we got to go to our last break.
Yeah.
You know, SMU never had the ball with a chance to take the lead or tie the game in the second half.
Really?
Never had a chance. They were always at least 2 scores behind when they got the ball. So, yeah, and Q reminds us that back Cody was a kickoff return in the snow. All right, we're going to take our last break of the night. When we come back, we'll talk with these guys some more. And joining us on the phone, he's got a busy day going, but Ryan Silverfield, the new Tigers head coach, will be with us. We're right here on the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Wolfchase Honda on Sports 56 and 87.7.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on AM 560, 96.1 FM, or 87.7 FM.
My wife and I have driven Wolfchase Hondas nearly a decade now. There's a reason for that. Not only do we get good quality Hondas, we know the service will be even better. Wolfchase Honda isn't just the best Honda dealership in the Mid-South. They're one of the leading dealerships in the nation, and you wonder why we keep going back. Wolfchase Honda is a family-owned dealership and has been for over 25 years. They make sure they treat their customers just like family, too. How many times I hear them call customers by their name. They make a point to make sure you get the best car buying experience as well as the best service. I could talk about service all day long. The new service bay at Wolfchase Honda is something right out of a sci-fi movie. When you pull your car into the bay, it's scanned, it takes your tire pressures, and gets the info to your service tech. This is all done to make sure you get the best service at a reasonable price. I love my Honda HR-V, but I think they love it even more. Now is the perfect time for you to get that new Honda. They're located at 2982 North Germantown Road, just north of Stage Road. That's Wolfchase Honda.
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore
is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
We all know Memphis is considered to be the barbecue capital of the world, but the best isn't in Memphis. It's in Bartlett at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue at 7174 Stage Road. It's simply great tasting food in a clean, family-friendly environment for a fair price. I've been going to Ty's for quite a while and have noticed a couple of important things. There always seems to be a smile on everyone's face. That's staff and customers. Everybody is happy. The other thing is the smell. Just wow. I mean, wow. Your nose is filled with the smell of good barbecue as soon as you walk in the door. Of course, that's probably one of the reasons everybody's happy. If you need great Q for your tailgate, Ty's is the place to go. They've got a 12-pack pulled pork or chicken. That's with 2 slabs of ribs, wet or dry, for just $75.99. That's an $82 value, and you cannot beat the barbecue there. There's so much more, too. Go by and see them at Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue, 7174 Stage Road, or give them a call, 384-8111. That's 384-8411, or you can even have ties delivered by using the DoorDash or Bite Squad apps. Like my friends once told me, eat there once and you'll thank me later.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at BartlettHomeFurnishingMemphis.com. Go Tigers!
Operator, get me Memphis, Tennessee. There is food, music, and fun, but they might as well put football on the marquee for Beale Street, the intersection of B.B. King and Beale, home of the blues, home of rock and roll. Today it's blue and silver as Memphis, the Tigers, welcome in SMU. Historically, this city is splintered in its college football allegiances, but united behind the Tigers today. I know we've got the party in Jacksonville. We got the Knowles taking on the Canes.
but the epicenter right here. One of the 8 unbeatens remains. SMU coming in, and I don't know if they know what they've got coming. Lord Almighty, I'm feeling the temperature rising, and BB King was wrong.
That's fun.
The thrill is here.
It really was.
I went down there.
Yeah, it was a different feeling. Like it normally you watch game day on Saturdays or whatever, and then you watch that, and it's like that's a different feeling.
I went down there at 5 o'clock in the morning, and saw all the crowd and stuff. And I'm 60 years old. I'm like, okay, this looks fun. I'm gonna go home and watch it on TV.
It's different.
And I went and saw it, and I did. It blew my mind. Yeah. Trust me. I mean, I was in the Liberty Bowl when we're going 1-10 and losing by 50.
That just gave me chills.
Oh yeah,
watching that on TV.
Joey,
just hearing it. Yep.
Yeah.
Now Chris Fowler made the call of the year in that game. By the way, on that coaxy touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
When I don't know if you've seen the video of it, the replay. He goes slant, throw, goodbye. I mean, he went and DeMonte just faked the guy out of his jock.
Yeah.
He planted that foot, and that defensive back went right by him, and he gone. He walked the last 10 yards into the end zone.
Little glance.
I mean,
little glance. Bang 8. It's bang 8.
Now, Brady White's back shoulder throws.
Yeah.
Is that a specialty? Because he seems to nail that.
Yeah, he does. So I mean, Norvell, Norvell definitely talks about that a lot for sure.
I mean, we practice that every day. The back shoulder.
Like, and we practice in the league, and we didn't do it a lot with food, but Norvell's like, why not?
Yeah. I mean, he could throw that, and you caught quite a few of those on the back shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Is it just that much harder to defend?
I mean, they can't see it.
Yep.
In the last second, if you run it the right way and you put your hands up at the last second, then it's pretty much impossible to stop.
Right.
It is.
And he throws it as well as anybody I've ever seen.
Basically throw it at the defender's head.
Okay, you caught balls from Ferguson and Brady.
Don't do it to me.
I caught balls from Paxton and Riley.
You did?
So,
no, when did you catch balls from Riley?
I ran routes with them.
Okay. In a game.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
You caught passes from Jacob Karam.
Yeah, and Paxton has stopped.
Not even close.
I mean, yeah, he's more of I'm going to drop her in.
Yeah.
But Paxton, he got a cannon.
Yeah. Did Jacob Karam get a raw deal?
No. Shoot, he's got his own law firm now. He's doing good for himself.
Some old quarterbacks are doing well. You know, Martin Hankins from the 2000s, he's an elected official down in South Mississippi. So, you going to answer the question, or you going to leave me hanging?
I'll tell you this: they both do things better than each other.
Okay.
I know Riley's probably one of the most biggest competitor I've ever met in my life.
Okay.
Wanted to win at anything, even if it was a video game. So like Stu said, Riley got a good zip on the ball.
Right.
Like I've seen Riley throw balls that I've never seen anybody else ever throw, no matter what level.
Right.
And then Brady, I mean, he those with the best with him, and what makes him so special is he's so smart with the ball.
Brady reminds me of Karam. And
Cam?
Karam.
Karam, okay.
And then Riley reminds me of Paxton.
With a little bit more talent.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking like how they throw, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So if one, okay, let's do it this way. All right, just answer one word answers. A 10 to 15 yard pass. Who's the best at it out of the three?
I'm going Riley.
I gotta go Riley because that's who I caught most of my balls from.
All right.
I'm going Riley.
From 20 to 30 yards, who's got the best ball?
I'm going Riley.
I'm going to go Riley too.
40 plus.
Pax. You could say Riley too, but
yeah,
I mean you could say Riley.
What about inside 10?
Riley.
Yeah.
What about Brady? Brady throws those tight routes better than anybody. He threw some balls last year that I swore he shouldn't have thrown.
Oh yeah, no, he makes special plays all the time. It's just
Riley's different, man.
Yeah, I'll let you know that.
Right, and I'm still fascinated how
I've ran routes with Riley and he's hit me. I'm like, yes.
I just remember,
he's got it. He could when he was in Tampa, they wanted to keep him. He just was like, no, I'm all right. So he had it.
It's amazing that he didn't stay, but I think a lot of that was I don't know why. But
let the boy live his life.
Yeah, and I understand that. But it's one thing to come in and know you're going to be the guy, and it's another one to take it and go from, I'm going to go over here and sit on the bench for 2 years. And sometimes competitive guys don't do well in that environment. Would you not agree?
No, you're definitely right for sure. They've always, kind of been the guy.
All right, now I'm excited. The man, the new head coach of your Memphis Tigers, Ryan Silverfield. Coach, welcome to the Blue and Gray Show.
Appreciate you guys having me on. Hope you guys are having a good weekend and a good evening so far.
Oh yeah, well I've got Joey Magnifico and Alan Cross in the room with me, so you can imagine how entertaining this is.
How the hell are we, Coacher?
Well, you know what? I feel terrible for you. Be careful of the company you keep.
Come on.
Actually, you are amongst the presence of two Memphis legends and two of my favorite human beings. So I love Joey and I love Alan. So
appreciate it.
Wonderful.
They're the only two tight ends in school history with 1,000 yards receiving.
I tell you what, and it's amazing. And I tell the story quite often. Is you think about what they did and where they came from and how they both approached the game. Both walk-on guys that worked their tails off to get where they were, and that's kind of what you miss in the purity of college football. Two young men like that did it the right way, that had a chip on their shoulder throughout their careers, and you know what, and carried themselves the right way off the field. So, great appreciation for everything they did. They're the ones that laid the foundation for so many Tigers.
Appreciate that, Coach.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Coach, you got your first season as the man.
Cub Hub, baby. Cub Hub.
Is it? It's definitely not been what you've dreamed it would be. I can guarantee you that. But do you get lost sometimes in it that this is the dream that you always wanted?
Absolutely. I mean, if you told me 22 years ago when I first got started in this profession, my first game as a head coach would be versus Penn State in the Cotton Bowl, I would look at you cross-eyed, and then you tell me about continue to deal with social injustice, unfortunately, in our society, and then with a worldwide pandemic, unlike anything we've ever seen, I would say, what the heck? But it's part of it, and it's my job to lead these young men and be there for them and support them and do it. So yes, I am still living the dream. Obviously, we're going through some unfortunate times, but we're keeping the right positive mindset. Our kids are we've been using the mantra "all in," and excited.
I got the shirt on right now. Season. I got the shirt on right now. By the way,
love it.
Coach, I got to ask this question because it's one thing that's been bugging me all year now. Are we going to get JoJo a chance to carry the ball in the end zone this year for a touchdown?
I think that's a great idea. He's good news is he's been in my ear about it every single day.
I know he has.
That blocking fullback stuff's kind of cool, but let me tell you, it's a lot sweeter when you get to catch that ball or take a fullback belly dive. So maybe we'll put it in there.
I will tell you this: the block he made in the SMU game that sprung Kenny on that one little out thing, that cornerback still seeing JoJo in his nightmares.
But he is.
He is he's like a fire hydrant, but he's got some wheels on. He'll roll through some people. So we're really glad we have him on our side of the ball as well.
Here's a fun fact, but I guarantee you don't know. I can't find some. The last time I remember brothers scoring, Dorland's already scored his touchdown. We got to get JoJo his. But the last time that happened was the Butler brothers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Keith. So,
absolutely.
So it goes way back.
Well, yeah. We'll see if we can make that happen. Maybe we'll have a little surprise for Arkansas State. We'll go out there and run some true triple option under center like Navy, and you run the fullback belly about 30 times.
A wing T on him, Coacher.
Yeah, my wife's been trying to come up with a bet. I made bets with Coach Fuente and Coach Norville about my hair. You probably remember, okay? Well, I can't come up with one for you because I got a feeling you're going to break it no matter what. So you're gonna beat me no matter what. So I'm trying to come up with it yet, but we'll see how that goes.
For sure.
Okay. Hey, Coach, I know you've had a hell of a day, and I do not want to keep you very long because I know you got a lot on your plate right now. But we're with you. Quitman Spalding, a former player, wanted to let you know that he's behind you 100%, and we're there with you. And but you got anything you want to tell the fans?
Yeah, it's just so grateful for all the support. Obviously, these are unusual times. I'd love nothing more than to see nearly 60,000 fans in the Liberty Bowl. on Saturday, but we understand the situation. So our players, our coaches, we all know that the love and support you guys show, and we do feel like we have the greatest fans in the country and the greatest city in the country. So we're so fortunate for all the support. Keep cheering us on. We'll make you guys proud going off the field, and we're so grateful for everything. Right? I told the team today we're excited about the opportunity just to be able to play football when many of our friends out there aren't able to do what we're able to do, and we're going to continue to be safe and sound and move forward, but we're really excited to play Arkansas State here on the 5th.
Okay, I got to lie. I got one question. I got to ask this question because I asked the guys earlier. Who's the guy that's going to come out of the nowhere and surprise us this year?
That's a great question. And every year there's somebody.
It was tough for us, Coach. It was tough.
I do think, we've got some young freshmen. I think that with the way that the things are going, right, with the NCAA not counting this year as an eligibility, I think you're going to see a lot of freshmen just play, more so in special teams, do things like that. Savante Oliver is a young man that, is recently to the team, and I think he'll have an impact and do some things for us. He's kind of stepped up a big way. Really excited about Tyrez Lindsey, who's actually a vet who played early in his career, but I think he's a strong leader. And I think a name that's going to get a lot more national attention is Zay Collins. Certainly, in my opinion, one of the best.
See, there's one we forgot too
in the country, and he's respected in our conference. But I think nationally, everybody's going to sit there and say, "Wow, he's a heck of a player."
And we're sitting back there with T.J. Carter in that defensive backfield too. Yeah. And Kobe Francis and Sanchez Blake. I mean, that defense, I think, is going to be what surprises everybody this year. But that's just my opinion.
That's right. Well, hey, I'm all on board. Like I said, that's, I don't care what they look like, but any end result. But I really am excited. Coach McIntyre, that defense staff, has done a great job, and the depth we have on defense, I think it's the best that we've had in quite a while, and really, really excited to watch those guys go out there and ball.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I'll let you go, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you for taking the time to be with us tonight. It really means a lot to us, and we've been doing this show now. This is our 6th year, and
awesome.
And it's just we have a player in every week, and you have an open door policy on any Sunday you want. If you want to just pick up the phone, you got the number. You know how to get us.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. Alan and Joey, you guys take care. Appreciate y'all. And go Tigers, go. Everybody be safe.
Go Tigers.
Go Jake to work. Tell him to do something, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. That's Coach Ryan Silverfield. Your new Memphis Tigers head coach.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one.
He's going to be. And I've said this before, and I regret saying it because I was wrong. I actually think this is where he wants to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
For a long time.
When I first got there, when I retired and got there and met with him a couple times, and I could tell. I mean, he's got his girl here. He's got his house established, and he's I feel like this is like what you said. He definitely wants to be here. Yeah,
he's the guy. He's the guy you hang it on.
Yeah.
And I know that's Pollyanna, and I'm going to get hammered on social media for it. Don't care. It's just when he didn't even consider going south.
I mean, his heart's in it. I mean, I can tell that. Not from like an employee, working under him as a friend. I mean, I could definitely tell his heart's in it.
Yeah.
What do you think, JoJo?
Yeah, I could definitely say he loves the city. I mean, he loves the culture here.
Okay.
I think, like he said plenty of times, that he wants to be here for the next 20 years.
Okay.
So.
Guys, we got about a minute.
Let's do it.
Anything you want to wrap up? You want to make sure we get down?
I'm good.
I'm good.
You good?
Wolfchase Honda, Bartlett Homes Furniture, Tiger Bookstore.
Read it.
Smeetha.
I tell you what, we're glad to be back. Drew has been telling me we weren't going to do this show now for 3 months because we weren't going to be playing football for 3 months, but we are. And the fact of the matter is Tiger football is scheduled to take the field Saturday night on primetime ESPN, mind you.
Yes, sir.
That if you can be there, be there. If you get a chance, if you get to go, this is weird. Be not encouraging ticket sales this year.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's weird. And by the way, for everybody who wonders about our VA program, and you've heard me mention this before, we normally send veterans from the VA hospital to the games, and we're very proud of that. But because of COVID and changes, we're not going to be able to do that this year. We have picked it up. We've already spoken with them, but we will be planning on getting that done for next year. Guys, I want to thank Joey Magnifico and Alan Cross.
Thank you for
having us.
Two of the best to ever put on the uniform at Memphis.
Sure.
I want to thank my bud, Drew Barrett. Drew, I don't think I said your name 3 times tonight, man. Drew is amazing over there, and I would not do this without him. That is 100% sure. I want to thank Wolfchase Honda for stepping up and being our new title and presenting sponsor this year. Without them, we're not here, quite frankly. Thanks to Bartlett Home Furnishings, Tiger Bookstore, Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue, Believe Gymnastics, I'll have more on next week, and Smith Doyle Contractors. Without them, folks, we're simply not here. The first Blue and Gray show of the 2020 season is in the books. Baby. If you'd have told me 6 years ago we'd be doing this for 6 years, I'd have called you a liar. I'm living the dream.
We got to get natural
Good
light.
night.
Natural light.
Your home for the Ole Miss Rebels. Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis. WIVG Tunica Memphis.